What's legal but screams evil? Supposedly updating college textbooks every year, so students have to buy them new and can't get any value in wrestling because updating college textbooks every year. Euthanizing perfectly healthy animals for vague reasons. Civil asset forfeiture. Nestle with all its water stealing. Money bailout for big companies in the US. Your printer doesn't allow you to print, even though you enough black ink. MLMs. They are designed specifically to prey on the gullible. Profiting off charging people for medications that they would die without. Showing your aeroplane tickets at a certain price, and then by the time you've reached checkout, that price has increased by 50% because you want basic things like asterisk or allocated seat asterisk bags capable for carrying 5 days worth of clothes asterisk water. Next they'll start charging for the bathroom. They would if they could, I'm sure. EasyJet, I'm looking at you, and Ryanair. For-profit healthcare. Unplugging the toaster while mid-toast. Members of Congress trading stocks of companies they regulate. Declawing cats. Gerrymandering. Tax loopholes for billionaires. Family vlogging channels who make money of their children by shoving cameras in their face and uploading their childhoods. Alcohol. That asterisk can bring out the evil in people sometimes. My dad, a wise Scotsman. Parents marrying off their underage children. Timeshares. Scalpers who buy multiple consoles just so there's always a shortage and have to forcingly buy from them at stupidly high prices you deserve to be beaten the asterisk out of if you do this. Children's beauty pageants. Having a 20th child. Taking the cheese packet from one mac and cheese and putting it in another for double the cheese. Lobbying in the government. Civil forfeiture. Legal slavery under the 13th Amendment, paired with privatized for-profit prisons. The markup on life-saving drugs. Loot box in children's game. Bulldozing and draining an entire wetland/pond/etc full of living animals to build stuff. Everyone freaks out when they hear about an individual animal being horribly killed, or animals on factory farms and such. But entire ecosystem being snuffed by mud and gravel is progress. Anything that cannot fly/run away quickly is buried alive and or crushed. There's no law that keeps you from adding another lock to a random bike. Billionaires paying zero taxes. Well, it's not anymore except for some small aircraft, but lead gasoline. They knew the dangers and didn't give a asterisk. They named the company Ethyl Corporation and knew how toxic lead was. It killed 5 workers when they first opened the plant in New Jersey, and lead gasoline has links to crime and severe IQ decline, and it significantly dropped once they outlawed it. Not putting away a shopping cart unless there's an emergency or other good reason. The cost of medicine. Billionaires paying little to no taxes. Nestle? Any economic system where a minority get rich off of the surplus value of the labor of others. Corporate lobbying, allowing corporations to have a say in lawmaking processes. Killing and exploiting animals for replaceable products. The health insurance industry. Letting corporations give donations to politicians. I can't imagine a faster road to corruption. And yet here we are. Or political donations should be limited to $100 per social security number per year. Super easy to track publicly. Note, corporations do not have social security numbers. Ads that you can't skip. Start a charity that makes people believe that donating to me is helping a great cause, while in reality, the majority of the money goes to pay me and my chair people a large salary, plus bonuses, and who knows what else. Healthcare insurance. Cops can lie to you during interrogation. Squatting. It's not legal everywhere, but I find it insane that it's legal in some place still. Civil forfeiture. Male infant circumcision. One thing for me is all the quasi-incest porn that seems to be really popular these days. The step-sibling thing is weird, but okay, I guess. At least they're supposed to be around the same age. The stepdad stuff is just creepy as all hell. It's obviously fetishizing sexual abuse, which, well, I have worked as a therapist with survivors, so I don't have much tolerance for it. I'm pretty open-minded, and it's very rare to me to shame someone for their kinks. If fantasies about molesting your daughter or stepdaughter are your thing, I kind of think you're a disgusting evil human being. Water rights and a lot of precious metal mining. Debt collectors, the whole collection business is shady as hell. Paid multiplayer. The whole U.S. government. Breeding animals for their deformities that will take years off their lives and end up very expensive for their owners, and selling them for thousands of dollars. Police murdering people for loose cigarettes or for looking suspicious. It's legal, but really unfair and evil. Extramarital affairs and then divorces, where one partner is not allowed to see their kids, provided the person isn't an actual threat to their kids. Qualified immunity. Killing stray animals. Sending missionaries online to your friends' houses to preach the word of God. Not to many people now this is a thing, so they will never suspect it is you who sent them. One of my kindergarten classmates attempted suicide in my classroom on one occasion. She bolted out onto the small balcony that every room has, for some reason. It seems stupid, and I chased after her. "I want to die," she stated deadpan, before pushing her palms against the balcony's edge in an attempt to hoist herself up and over. Fortunately, I was able to grasp her before she fell point. When I told her mother about it, she didn't give a damn. She casually acknowledged to molesting the youngster and showed no concern for the girl. Unfortunately, there was little I could do about it, at least not in the United States, because child services were non-existent. Marriage ages in the US. The stock market and the self-regulation they have carved out to keep the money flowing from the poor to the wealthy. For-profit prisons. For-profit anything that is about people's needs. Or just corporations in general, honestly. They'll do anything to make a product cheaper to produce, even if it means child slavery. Super PAC. Telling a kid that his parents don't love them. That thing Wish does where it only shows the price of the lowest priced item. Anti-abortion laws. I'd be willing to bet that at least 75% of these answers are going to boil down to capitalism. Incentivizing greed is always going to end up with people doing awful asterisk 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 and making laws to legalize behavior that we all know is asterisk 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 up. Adults women raping underage boys and then suing them for child support when they get pregnant. I applied for a summer job in the Bahamas but was turned down since the previous year's employee had been rehired. They called 2 weeks later to check if I still want it. I accept it, and my employer explains why. His wife was aware that he was molesting his 13-year-old autistic stepdaughter. They hid her at home and took her to the nearby Amish for a live birth after he got her pregnant. The Amish thought it was strange and reported it to the police. That's when they discovered he was raping his stepdaughter and that his wife was aware of it. Contractors making up any price they want and preying on people who are new to homeowning. If you are single or a new homeowner, most contractors will attempt to charge you over 50% their normal price. Killing 70 billion animals every year for enjoyment. Malaysia's minimum wage. I'm working at a whopping RM 5.77 per hour, and if it's definitely just pocket change. If I had to survive on it, I wouldn't. My aunt told me that apparently back then, part-timers were paid more than full-timers because they could be sacked at any time, or something like that. The government really changed a lot because of their corruption and their love for money. Not renewing the lease of 72 apartments during a pandemic. Check cashing places. Media conglomeration. Any for-profit industry where care of a person is a primary service. For-profit old age homes, hospitals, mental health facilities, schools, or prisons will inevitably asterisk over the people they care for, in order to squeeze out one more penny. Civil forfeiture. American police can literally pull you over and just rob you. It's crazy to me that anyone gets elected anywhere this is allowed without promising to get the law changed. Marriages to people under 18 in the USA. Towing companies so many times I've been towed from my own parking space. Charging money to keep people alive. Cough for-profit healthcare cough. The Citizens United ruling. Health insurance policies. Lobbying. Someone turning off your video game in mid-play before you can save. Lobbying by corporate interests. I work in the field of child protection. A young child, maybe 4 to 5 years old, perished as a result of their bodily injuries after being beaten black and blue on a regular basis. The two siblings were kept in a room together, and one of them, I believe he was around 3 years old at the time, witnessed the other die from the injuries sustained there. The second child was clearly traumatized, and he didn't talk for several years afterward. Paying for parking spaces at college and pet rental fees.